very first women's fight of the evening. In the black corner, fighting out of Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, representing Atos Jiu-Jitsu, Luiza Monteiro. And her opponent, in the white corner, fighting out of Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, representing Checkmat, Perret.
All right, Dave, this is it. Our first women's fight of the evening. These women are fighting for $30,000 tonight. That is, I believe, the highest purse ever paid to a woman in jiu-jitsu. I have never heard anyone pay anywhere near that amount. The rules are exactly the same as no-gi minus the heel hooks, right? So, yeah. Catherine in black, Luiza in blue.
Now, from what I've seen with Catherine...
Nice shot there by Catherine.
Yeah, she's got the pants.
Nice shot. Nice shot. The wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 2 points. Catherine, very nice. Luiza with the butterfly sweep. Catherine with the recovery. Wow. This has been very active already. We're like 25 seconds into the first round, and we've seen, you know, like 3-4 exchanges back and forth.
They're showing up
very nice.
At this point.
They want that money. You know?
From what I've seen with Catherine, she's a very aggressive passer.
Yes.
So she's going to want to establish there, but we already saw Luiza with a very nice sweep attempt. So it's not going to be easy for her. Catherine trying to set up her base here. She's a little tied up right now.
Catherine just fine. And Luiza with that spider guard. Luiza's very, very active spider guard. Very aggressive.
Yeah, she's
Catherine's a little beast on top, though. Oh, nice close guard there by Luiza. Nice overhook. Luiza's going to be fishing for those triangles, the omoplatas now. Oh, this is not good for Catherine. She's good base. She's very heavy on top. She's got very good balance.
Yeah. And Luiza is showing a very active bottom game.
Yeah.
She's attacking. And she's got to, because she's down right now in the score, 2-0. Catherine got the first score of the match with that takedown.
That was a nice single.
It was
like
a very nice
She just
single.
ran over. And then, like, Luiza with that butterfly sweep almost, you know, evens the score. And then Catherine was just very good at recovery. That's the thing about the butterfly sweep. The way to defend a butterfly sweep is not to try to fight it, it's to go with it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, nice triangle attempt by Luiza.
A little shallow,
for the arm. Could have that arm bar. Luiza with the arm bar.
Wow.
Beautiful. This is our first submission of the evening. Luiza Monteiro by armbar.
All right, Luiza, that was an incredible performance, very dynamic right off the bat. What was the strategy walking into Catherine? You knew her well. What was the game plan?
I know that she's really good on the stand game, and I was thinking about going to the submission, like all the time, because I know that she's really good on top, you know, very aggressive. So my goal was make her make a mistake, and then I could go to the submission.
Were you a little surprised with that single? You almost hit off that butterfly sweep right off the bat. That was a very exciting first 30 seconds.
I was not surprised because I was expecting her takedowns, so to not get frustrated if it happens. So I was calm, it happened, but I keep fighting forward, and then was everything perfect.
All right, very dynamic guard. Congratulations. That was a beautiful congratulations, armbar. Congratulations on your win, and good luck in the final. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening. In the black corner, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, representing grappling fight team, Ana Carolina Vieira. And her opponent in the white corner, fighting out of Manaus, Brazil, representing Gracie Umaita, Gabriele Macomb.
Toda vez que eu marcar ponto de finalização, vai ser marcado na vantagem ali, mas conta como se fosse ponto mesmo. Vai ser marcado na vantagem, mas conta como se fosse ponto mesmo.
All right, Dave, this is it. This is our second women's fight of the evening. Ana Carolina Vieira in blue, Gabriele Macomb in white. Recently promoted to black belt, Gabriele.
Well, she's been a world champion, I believe, in every color belt. So
That's correct.
She's hungry, and she's obviously proven herself at the brown belt level.
And this responsibility kind of falls on Ana, because Ana is a current world champion, 2 times world champion in her division. And, so a lot of pressure on her to beat the newcomer.
Gabriele didn't waste any time initiating grips and getting set up here, but we're both still fighting for dominant position here. Gabriele is leading the charge here. She's pressing forward and making Ana back up. Looking to set up that little foot trip to maybe set up a throw here.
So, Gabriele, with that cross grip on Ana's collar, you know that grip is illegal in judo, Dave. You can hold that grip for about 3 seconds, I believe, and it is made illegal because, guess why? It works so well, But in BJJ, it's not. So it's something, that athletes have been using more and more because it is so such an efficient grip.
And someone once told me, when you want to find something that's really effective, look at what's illegal.
Yeah. And there with the foot, nice. So far, very active stand-up fight. We just approaching the end of the second minute of the first round. Anna's a very well-rounded fighter. Known for being on top, though. For those of you who don't know, she is Rodolfo Vieira's sister, younger sister, who is a legend in the sport. He's gotten all the way to the top and back. Now is currently fighting MMA. He has a 5-0 record, and he is right here supporting his sister tonight, and he'll be competing later. Oh, nice, beautiful sweep by Ana there. So she can get on top. She's scoring 2. Nice. Oh, no points. Good job, Gabriele. Very, very intelligent. It's exactly what you should do. You got to get back up your feet, prevent those points from being scored on you.
Gabriele got fighter time here, but she can't sit there too long.
Não solta essa manga aí.
What should Gabriele be doing here, Robert?
So if I were Gabriele, I'd be hand fighting. Like, you don't want to make sure you don't go out of bounds, because if it looks like you're going out of bounds, the referee might give Anna 2 points. So you want to keep it in bounds, hand fighting, right? You could pull off a Haraigoshi there, like if you get close enough to that Kimura. I know you like that position, Dave. Possible, but I just don't see Anna making that mistake to get her elbows that deep. It happens every time I train with you, by the way, Dave. I gotta stop making that. You gotta be, you know, I underestimate. Like every time I'm there, like yeah, he can go for that Kimura every time. But that's what's happening here. Like Gabriele is fishing for something. Anna's making sure she keeps her elbows on the outside, her legs back, but she needs a takedown or a back take.
Oh, there he goes. Double. Very nice.
So the trick for Anna here is to bombard the neck and the hook at the same time. So Gabriele can't find her depth. Her 2 hooks. Nice back take by Anna.
Not where you want to be. When you get flattened out like that, that's a bad day.
Bad spot for Gabriele. This could be the end of the fight. We got a minute 15 left.
He's fighting for that choke there. Gabriele's got to try to roll out there. You don't want to be pancaked flat down for that long. It's draining on you as well.
Gabriele's doing a really good job defending, though. Anna looks very heavy on top there, Dave. Like, you know, these women they weighed in at 140 last night, but, you know, that's a lot of pressure on top of Gabriele there.
Gabriele's hanging tough.
Very good defense by Gabriele. 40 seconds left. Anna's got to do something. So far, this is a 10-9 round. Anna Carolina Vieira in blue. Gabriele underneath her in white.
Oh, looks like an armbar coming. Oh, no, bow and arrow. I'll ask you, I know you hate these type of questions. What do you do from here?
I know, it's like in a lock submission. You know, I teach seminars, Dave, and I do probably get this question a lot too. What do you do when a guy got the rear naked choke on you? I'm like, yeah, tap. You know, but Anna, 3 seconds left, 2 seconds. Wow, good job surviving there, Gabriele. She hung in there for a good almost 2 minutes, you know, with Anna bombarding her neck.
Yeah,
very impressive. She looks very young, too.
Yeah.
Recently promoted black belt. Anna definitely the favorite in this fight. But Gabriele is holding her own.
Yep, you know, this is what's nice about this format here, where you got 3 rounds, so even if you drop that first round, you can still come back and win the fight if you take rounds 2 and 3. Yeah. So it makes it, because sometimes you have a match where a guy racks up an early lead and then it bores.
The reason I like the round system is because the dynamic is a new one every round.
Look at the sweep here.
That was very nice. She's going to hit that armbar there for a second.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Good job, Anna, with the back take there. This is it.
So now, round 2 here, what do you think Gabriele has to do to come back and get in this match?
I think she's going to insist on the stand-up. I think she's got to get either a takedown on Anna and not let Anna establish those spider guard grips, because Anna's, you know, she's proven to be very aggressive, very efficient with her spider guard. And yeah, that's the game plan, you know, and hopefully score a takedown and, you know, just be aggressive. Once she's on top, take the lead, be aggressive, get to that half guard. You know, not let Anna dominate the sleeps. Like that would be my advice to Gabriele. Or she can pull first, but I feel that no one wants to be underneath Anna. I mean, she's an animal on top. She's very powerful. Good pressure. Reminds me a lot of her brother. Like Rodolfo's known for his pressure. Got the same parents, right?
Yep. It runs in the family.
Yeah.
Movimenta, anda, Gabi, anda, tem paciência, você vai fazer tua pegada. Isso, anda, circula.
Awesome.
Você faz a sua pegada.
So far, very good. I was impressed with that Luiza and Catherine match. Man, that was beautiful.
Yeah, very fast.
It was fireworks, man. They want that money.
Yeah, here this match has been a bit more tactical.
More tactical because they both want to be on top. That's the impression I get. Their strategy is to be on top. So far, everyone wanted to be on top in this fight, it seems like, except Luiza, who kind of accepted it. She was going to be in guard. She said Catherine's very aggressive about her takedowns, and she knew that. Yeah. So See,
Vamos puxar essa manga pra você.
they both got
Anda
really
pra onde?
good takedown skills.
Ela andou, você anda com ela.
Anna won the first round. This is the second round of our second women's match in the bracket. So far, we got Luiza Monteiro in the final.
Bota ela pra andar.
And in the middleweight Nogi division, we have Gilbert Burns versus DJ Jackson.
Yeah, that's going to be again a clash.
I think it's fair to say it's going to be a
be.
good wrestling match.
Yeah.
I think that would be my guess.
A pegada com a mão esquerda que é importante. Mas a pegada
Now
boa.
Anna has the cross grip. Well, now they both do here.
Vai pra manga. Fazer ela olhar pro outro lado. Fazer ela
So
olhar pro outro
good,
lado. Manter a
but
cabeça
both
do
fighters
lado da
studying
cabeça
themselves, each other right now. Not a lot going on. Like I said, I think the middle of the fight tends to be, it slows down a little bit. They're kind of, you know, like Gabrielle's probably thinking, I have to try to win this round at the end, right? Or, oh, Anna with the guard pull.
Very high
Gabrielle
guard.
with that knee in the middle.
Vem pra cá.
Very, very smart. That's exactly like what I could do. Knee in the middle every single time. Gabrielle out of the Amazon, Manaus. Like Manaus is some of the very, very best grapplers in the history of the sport have come from Manaus. It's like a hotbed for talent, right? It's kind of like we were talking earlier today, Dave, like Chechnya and Dagestan for wrestling. It's like you want to find good wrestlers, you know where to go. You go to the Caucasus, right? You want to find good jiu-jitsu players, you go to Manaus. A lot of good guys coming out of that region.
She's got a legendary coach.
Nice, Anna with the sweep. Beautiful sweep by Anna. And now with the pressure, this is where Anna excels.
Yeah, you can see she's putting a lot of weight. Her legs there, not letting her recompose her guard. Looks like she's going to come out the back now.
Gabrielle not in a good spot right now. She recovers her guard.
Vai pra tua, vamos, vamos. Não deixa ela grudar. Não deixa, tem que entrar embaixo. Não deixa ela abraçar a cabeça. Não deixa ela abraçar a cabeça.
You can see Gabrielle's corner here, asking her, don't let her grab your head. Now telling Gabrielle, don't let Anna grab your head, because that's the anchor, right? That's what I call it. He's going to anchor on your head. Now you're in really big trouble. And Anna with the pass.
Wow. Just stepped
Tell
right
her,
over.
careful with the arm. You can hear her corner screaming at Gabrielle.
Yeah,
Careful with her arm. 3 points for the pass.
Yeah, but she settled just to get side. Probably a smart move just to settle in. You know, one of the things I always tell people, when you can pass someone's guard, hold it. Let them remember that moment that their guard is passable.
Exactly.
Because then you can pass again and again because
Yeah.
he's already conceded that ground.
Yes, exactly. It's a psychological battle, right, Dave? Like, there's a lot more going on in jiu-jitsu than just submissions and sweeps.
But that submission's coming on there. Their arm trying
And that head and arm there. You're really doing a good job keeping her arm out with the underhook.
But she got out.
Vambora, Gabi, repõe.
B with the half guard there, recovering.
Pegada agora. Precisa de pegada.
We have Luiza Ribeiro and Bia Mesquita in Gabrielle's corner. And we have Luana Alzugir and Julio Cesar, the founder of GF Team, in Ana Carolina Vieira's corner. Luana Alzugir and Ana Carolina Vieira are recently married here in Las Vegas not too long ago.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, good for them. I've known Luana for a long time. Very, very sweet girl. Super happy for the two of them.
Gabi, não deixa ela abraçar a tua cabeça. Tem que entrar o quadrinho embaixo. Não deixa ela abraçar a tua cabeça. Tem que entrar, Gabi, entra o gancho esquerdo na coxa. Vamos. Cuidado. Vambora, tem que entrar embaixo.
Anna with that half guard.
30 segundos, vambora. Entra embaixo. Preocupa com o teu braço aí, não deixa ela abraçar a tua cabeça.
Gabrielle with that underhook, try to prevent Anna from making any progress. But at this point, Dave, it doesn't really matter. Unless, you know, she has to prevent Anna from scoring another 3 points, because that would make this round a 10-8 round, making Gabrielle's life very difficult. Basically, she has to submit to win.
Correct.
Right?
So right now, with only 8 seconds left, there's nothing really she can do
No,
to
she
score
she
enough.
can only prevent the 10-8 round. That puts a lot of pressure on Gabrielle for the last round, because she has to win 10-8 or by submission.
And the round's over here.
End of the second round. So, Dave, what's the strategy for Gabrielle? She's losing this fight. She's lost the first 2 rounds. What's your take on it? If you were in her corner, what would you be saying?
Well, we got to consider what's happened here, right? Anna's pulled guard twice, swept, and controlled from the top position. So Gabrielle's game plan was to get on top with that takedown.
Nice guard pull there by Anna. And Gabrielle very good with the knee in the middle.
Yeah, getting that really fast. There's that sweep.
Yeah, I don't think Gabrielle was expecting that one. A little unconventional sweep there.
But yeah, I wonder. I'm not too familiar with Gabriela's bottom game, but
I think she's more of a top player. Like she. So what about Anna, Dave? What was the game plan?
I think Anna's doing fine as she is. Pull guard, worker, her sweep game.
I will say this. I don't think Anna was expecting Gabriela's top game, that stand-up game, to be so sharp. I think Anna's like, she's normally taking people down, but Gabriela is throwing a lot of good resistance, and she wasn't expecting Gabriela to give her such resistance standing. Like I think that threw her off a little bit.
Yeah, it appears that way, but Anna did a great job of working her guard game and controlling her with those sweeps. So yeah, as a coach, I'd be a little flustered of how Gabriela is going to win this match. She hasn't been able to score the takedowns.
Well, I think she should be aggressive with her stand-up. Get on top of Anna, maybe take her down into a bad spot, and then she could pull off her, the back or side control. Maybe go. She needs a submission at this point.
Yeah, pretty much that's what's
or a
going on.
10-8 round, right? But it's
we haven't seen the points back up yet.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this format is that you can see that the dynamic changes every round, but there's still that element of the person who's going to be conservative and the person who's going to be the aggressor. Gabriela needs to be aggressive. Carolina can afford to be a little conservative, but not too conservative, right? Because she could still, 7-point score here is going to even the fight. So.
Yeah, so I would like to see a little, like you said, a little more aggression from Gabriela. She's got to take some chances at this point. And Robert, how important is the grip game here when we're working with the kimono?
You know what, man? It's a big part of the game. I think BJJ competitors in general need to learn a lot from judokas. Like when you watch judo in the Olympics, right? Don't take my word for it. Watch judo in the Olympics. What do these guys do for at least half the match? They grip fight because they understand perfectly well that one of them, their opponent gets the grip that they've been practicing. They're going to be going for the takedown. They've been practicing their whole life. In judo, they have, like they say, one takedown pushing and one pulling, right? They master those two techniques. So if I allow you to get the grips you've been practicing your whole life there, what do you think is going to happen? So they understand this perfectly well. So it's all about the grip fighting. BJJ practitioners, I feel like we're very amateur like that. Like we kind of let our opponent get whatever grip they want. Someone pulls guard, you let them grip the sleeves. That's one thing I insist a lot with my students. It's like never let your opponent grab what he wants. If he has a collar, you never give it to them. So there has to be that grip fighting going on. Wrestlers do the same thing. He just said in wrestling it's easier to break the grip because there's nothing to hold on to. In the gi, you get a good spider guard player, he grabs onto your sleeves, it's the end of the fight. You're not going to break those grips. They're going to latch onto your hands or your sleeves for the rest of the match, and it could be a nightmare to pass.
Yeah, Anna seems to keep looking for that inside trip there. But Gabriela's doing a good job of stepping back, but she's not going to win the match continuously backing up. She's got to make a move.
Yeah, she's got to diversify a little bit. I think Gabriela's given her a lot more resistance standing than she was expecting. But again, here's the thing too. Like Gabriela is one of the world's in all belts. I think people think that there's a huge difference between a brown belt and a black belt, and it's not necessarily the case. You're winning the world as a brown belt, you're up there. You can hang with any black belt, and we're seeing this tonight. We see the current brown belt world champion against the current black belt world champion. Oh, nice drop straight Nagi. Close. No points though. Good. See what's happening here is Gabriela is very relaxed on that takedown, and that's why she didn't get taken down. She managed to let her weight go, so she bounces back. And now Anna with the shoulder on the shoulder pressure.
Gabriela pulled guard and then.
Well, I think she attempted to jump a flying armbar. That's what it looked like to me. Like she was jumping on that arm, but Anna gave her nothing. Got close. She got the pass, and now Gabriela in bottom with the butterfly.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left at this point, she's got to be hunting the whole time. It sounds like a lot of time, but it really isn't.
No, it isn't. Gabriela with the butterfly guard there, Anna with the pass. See, this is where Anna is scary.
Look how she's putting that bottom leg.
Dave, I have to say something here. The women's brackets before more dynamic than the men's so far. And we had some good moments, don't get me wrong, but like the Luiza Perret match was very dynamic, and lots of action, and this one so far has been really exciting too.
A lot of positions, good transitions here, you know, in between both takedowns and groundwork. We saw submission come in. And we might see one here. You know, we still got a minute left, and now Anna's working towards the back.
Outro gancho. Vambora. Vamos, Gabi, entra embaixo. Entra embaixo, Gabi. Faz a pegada, faz a pegada.
1 minute left.
Well, Gabriela has her hips right underneath hers, so we have a potential for something to happen here. With
Yeah, she needs to get underneath her opponent. Absolutely, make transition to an X guard, single X. She's like you can listen to her coach Luiza. He better telling her to do exactly that. Get underneath her. Get underneath her.
Entra a perna dentro, vai.
Parou?
We got 30 seconds left, back in the middle.
Combate.
They gave her 2 points.
Give her 2 points for.
Not sure if it's moving out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh. She went for that drop arm bar again, but
With 15 seconds left, Gabriela's got to turn it on. Anna just not giving her anything. She's just going to manage her win now. She could score another pass. Anna wants that submission, though. She wants it. Nice. She managed to. She got it very, very end. Beautiful win.